Monster Kid, Napstablook, how?
Nemesis had freed herself from her paralysis and pushed Monster Kid away.
I call it determination. Oh, and ghost powers. Napstablook did most of the work.
You can't! You can't be free! Just get back down there!
Nope, your tricks don't work on me anymore.
I read a book on how to prevent someone from controlling your mind. So, you have no way against us.
And you think just because you don't listen to my command anymore means that you have any chance of winning? Seriously? Look at your pathetic team. An insecure freak that's nothing but air, a beast with no arms and even less skills, and a kid that almost got their friends killed so many times. You'll be dead in just a minute.
We will win, no matter what. No matter what we look like, no matter how many times we failed in the past, we've learned from our mistakes. Our friends need us right now, and unlike you, we know what friendship is. We know what love is.
Well, then show me what you've got, Frisk.
With a single movement, blue fire started creeping up the walls. Not burning anything, but still being too hot to touch. It lit up the room, creating an intense atmosphere. There was no way they could get out of the lab now. Frisk was distracted by it long enough for Nemesis to launch her fist towards Frisk, knocking them off their feet.
Hey, dude, what's your problem? Leave Frisk alone.
Can't even defend yourself. Maybe that's why the monsters are so holy to you. It's because you need them to protect you. Aw, poor Frisk.
Frisk got back up and looked her in the eyes.
You really don't get what friendship is, do you?
Oh, I don't know. Is this what it is?
Frisk dodged her attack this time, now taking a few steps back to get out of range.
I think you lost your chance of having friends long ago. I wouldn't want to be friends with someone that goes around controlling people's minds and kidnapping them.
Shut up, you freak. Nobody cares about what you say.
Hey!
Listen, if you think hurting us is the only way you can get what you want, then there's something definitely wrong.
We'll see about that.
A ball of light barely missed Frisk, now racing towards Napstablook.
Watch out!
The ghost vanished just in time, only to appear at the same spot again as soon as the projectile had passed.
Thanks, Frisk.
Don't you realize how cowardly this is?
And you think keeping dozens of people trapped for no reason isn't?
Oh, I have my reasons.
None of these reasons would justify your actions.
You still don't get it? The only right thing to do is to reset. And yet, you're here, doing anything but that.
Exactly, and that won't change either. So why don't you just give up?
Because I know that you won't. As long as they are here, you won't leave this place. I'm not making it easy for you. You're not the only one with determination.
But you won't be able to change my mind.
That's right. I can't control you for some reason. There's just something about you, some anomaly that won't let me through. It would have made things much easier, believe me. But your friends? They are defenseless. I can make them do anything. I could easily make them fight you. Imagine it. What would you do? Fight and kill your friends? Or don't fight and die? I can't figure it out. Want to try and see what happens?
The flames around them grew in size, and the heat intensified.
No, if you could really do that, if you could really turn all of them against me, then why didn't you do that already?
They're also our friends. They would never hurt us.
I'm just saving it up for the finale.
Sounds like a poor excuse to me.
You're the one finding the excuses.
That's not true. Frisk is always completely honest.
I told you to shut up!
She threw a flaming bundle of energy towards Monster Kid, but he got pushed out of the way by Frisk, who took the blow instead.
Jeez. Ouch.
Oh no, are you okay, dude? I'm so sorry.
I'm fine.
This is so pathetic. Frisk, despite you being total trash, you're still better than this.
Nobody here is trash. I will always protect them. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you. Either you let our friends go, or else.
Or else what? You'll talk me to death?
Death isn't the solution to everything.
Then tell me why we haven't gotten anywhere yet.
Yeah, we would have been out here hours ago if you would just let our friends go.
I told you to shut up! Is it so hard to remember that one simple task?
I don't listen to you.
That's a bad decision. But it's not like monsters ever made any good decisions.
Hey, actually...
Shut up! I don't want to hear anything from you either.
Don't listen to her, Napstablook. Go on.
Monsters made
Just
it.
shut up!
The fire intensified even more, heating up the room and filling the air with smoke. Nemesis sent a series of bullets towards the three, who could barely dodge them all. Frisk signaled for their friends to take cover behind the work desk that was beginning to get scorched, while they took a run-up and jumped at Nemesis, bringing them both to the ground. They rolled around, getting dangerously close to the fire. The bullets stopped, and Frisk realized that Nemesis appeared to be unconscious. They let go of her and returned to their friends that came out of their hiding spot.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Yo, that was so cool! You just totally knocked her out! That's such a sick move, dude!
Thanks. As long as she's unconscious. We'll have to hurry up and see if the monsters woke up. Napstablook, can you do that?
Oh, okay. I'll let you know if they're awake.
Be careful.
Then the ghost faded away and left Monster Kid and Frisk alone.
So, what do we do now?
We wait for Napstablook to come back, and then we get out of here. The smoke is getting really bad.
Do you really think they woke up?
I really hope so. It would make sense since the connection between Nemesis and the hypnotized monsters was cut.
Monster Kid took a look at Nemesis, who was still flat on the ground, motionless.
Are we just gonna leave her here?
There's nothing else we can do. We just have to hope she won't come back or try anything again.
So, this journey is gonna be over?
If everything goes well and we hurry up, yes. Everyone's gonna be back on the surface and we'll continue our lives as if nothing ever happened.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. This was really great and all, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I miss my family. Oh, and my bed. And eating dinner with mom and dad. And our town in general. It's really... Frisk, watch out!
Nemesis had awoken. Frisk was standing with their back to her, hadn't noticed. Neither did they notice the huge energy sphere racing towards them. Before they could turn around, the sphere had already hit its target. Monster Kid sunk to the ground. He had saved Frisk and shielded them from the deadly attack. The sphere vanished, leaving a gaping hole in the middle of his tiny body.
Monster Kid! No!
Well, crap. Hey, dude. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Alright?
This is bad. Hold on, okay? I can get you out of here. Somehow. I just have to. Just stay strong, okay?
Frisk looked around hastily, looking for a way outside. They realized that the flames around the exit had weakened.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of the smoke first. We can just...
Frisk held on to Monster Kid, trying to pick him up, but they couldn't get a grip on him. Dust was covering their hands whenever they tried to lift him up again. Nemesis was standing in the corner, watching silently.
Frisk, it's okay. Save yourself. I'm not gonna make it.
No, don't say that! You just have to hold on, you have to!
Tell my sister. I don't really hate her, okay? That's the last thing. That's the last thing I said to her before we left. Goodbye, Frisk. I'll see you.
The young monster disintegrated into dust, right inside Frisk's arms. They stared at the wall in front of them, completely in shock. They barely noticed that the fire had vanished. It was only when Napstablook came back that they looked up.
They aren't awake. What happened? Where's Monster Kid?
Frisk ignored him and walked outside.
Hey, where are you going? Frisk?
Let's go.
Go where?
He didn't get an answer. Frisk kept on walking, out of the lab, towards the suspension bridge that connected Hotland and Waterfall.
Is Monster Kid... Is he... Frisk? What happened?
Nemesis came rushing out from the building, chasing after Frisk and Napstablook. Instead of attacking, she just called out for them.
Frisk?
Frisk stopped right before the bridge. but didn't turn around.
Frisk, I'm so sorry. I just thought if
It's okay. Don't worry. It's all okay.
I really wasn't thinking. I'm really...
Stop.
Look,
I don't want to hear it.
But
Frisk now turned around and looked their enemy in the eye. Despite everything, Nemesis was crying.
I don't want to hear another word from you. You ruined everything. You ruined my entire life. You killed my best friend.
They took a step towards Nemesis.
Do you realize what you just did? You killed my best friend. How can you stand there and try to explain it?
I'm just so sorry. I was blinded by the vision of getting revenge for something that happened centuries ago. I shouldn't have...
Yes, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have done anything. Why did you have to do this? No, don't bother answering. I don't want to hear your poor excuses. I'm sick of them.
Frisk started heading over the bridge again, but Napstablook stayed behind. Nemesis followed them.
Frisk, please wait. I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Anything to make it up to you. I was stupid. I was blind. I really was.
And you still are. You're more blind than anyone else.
But I see now. I'll let the monsters go. You can take them home. You'll never see me again. I've learned my lesson. I swear I have.
Obviously not. If you just leave me alone, then... Just go. Just leave.
They both stopped in the middle of the bridge. Frisk turned around and faced Nemesis, wild determination burning in their eyes, which made them shimmer like fire. Their aura changed. They suddenly seemed like a completely different person. Nemesis backed up, fearfully looking back and forth between their opponent and the lava that was bubbling underneath them.
You have ruined every single thing! You always said how monsters are horrible, how they are freaks, when the real monster here is you! He's dead because of you! It's all because of you!
Calm down, please, okay?
Calm down? Who are you to tell me to calm down?
They pushed Nemesis, who stumbled for a second before finding her balance again.
You know this thing doesn't have railings, right?
Oh yes, I'm aware of that. Are you scared, huh?
They pushed her again, but this time Nemesis responded with a punch that got Frisk dangerously close to the edge of the small bridge.
Listen, if we continue like this, one of us is gonna end up falling down there. So I'm putting an end to this. I've told you what I wanted to tell you, but now you're the one being blind. I'm offering peace. We'll go separate ways and never see each other again. Sound good?
Peace? After everything you've done? No. Mercy isn't an option anymore.
With a single smooth movement, Frisk kicked Nemesis in the stomach and pushed her to the ground. She slid down the bridge's planks, but quickly got up again and launched a magic attack at Frisk. Yet, the glowing ball stopped mid-air, turned, and hit Nemesis instead, failed to dodge the bullet, and sunk to her knees.
How the hell?
You think I'm completely useless, don't you? I'm not. I'm so much more than you could have imagined, Nemesis. And I want you to know that you've made a huge mistake. This is for Monster Kid.
Nemesis tried to get away from Frisk, as they landed one hit after the other on her. Attacking wasn't an option anymore. All that mattered now was surviving.
Frisk, stop!
They did not stop. It was only when Nemesis was nothing more but a coughing, shaking pile on the floor that Frisk let go of her.
Not so determined now, are we?
This isn't you anymore.
She looked up to meet a pair of cold, blood-red eyes.
I think I know what that anomaly about you was. It's not just your determination. A person's mind can't be controlled. Something else has already taken over it. You've sold your soul, didn't you?
Oh, I'm honestly surprised he didn't tell you about that already. But it doesn't matter now. Nothing matters. I would just leave you here, but as I've said already, mercy's off the table.
Then bring it on. One last time.
Nemesis stood up, grinning weakly as she gathered all the strength she had left, and jumped at Frisk, who was surprised by the power of her onslaught. They both lost balance and got dangerously close to the bridge's edge. Within the blink of an eye, Frisk grabbed Nemesis by the arm and swung her around. Confused by dizziness, Nemesis took a step in the wrong direction. Filled with horror, she realized the mistake she had just made, as she started falling towards the liquid death that awaited her. Just in time, she managed to hold on to the suspension bridge, yet she was too weakened from the fight to pull herself up.
Frisk, please! I told you, I'm sorry. Please help me.
Frisk slowly reached out for her and took her hand.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, Frisk.
I call this payback.
They let go of Nemesis, who lost her grip and slipped away. Complete horror was flashing in her eyes as she searched for Frisk's gaze one last time, to look for at least a tiny bit of remorse or guilt. But they had turned away already, and started heading towards Napstablook, who had watched the scene from a safe distance. A distant splashing sound echoed through the caves as Nemesis' body hit the lava's surface. The aura around Frisk changed back to normal, so did their eye color. It was as if nothing ever happened.
The others must be awake by now.
Frisk passed Napstablook and continued into the lab, trying to ignore the pile of dust in the middle of the room.
Frisk?
What is it?
Are you?
Am I what?
You seemed different.
No idea what you mean.
Do you wanna talk about it?
About what?
About what happened?
Nothing happened.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Frisk, we're friends. It's okay. We can talk about it. If you want.
I'm good.
You told me yourself that it's not good to keep things to yourself. And that it's always better to get things off your chest. Other than, well, not telling anyone about it.
You saw what happened. There's no reason for me to tell you anything. I saw it all.
Oh, if you say so.
At first, the basement seemed eerily silent. Nothing could be heard, and it was just as dark as before. But as they proceeded down the hallway, distant voices could be heard. They hurried towards it and found themselves back in the big room with the beds. All the monsters were awake. Most were confused or scared. Elvis was trying to explain to them what had happened, but failed horribly. A fish-like monster that was standing by her side yelled something, and suddenly everyone got quiet and looked at them.
Everyone shut up and listen to Alphys!
Thanks, Undyne. Everyone, please stay silent and be patient. We have to wait for Frisk and the team to come back and get us out of here. It's, too dangerous to just, go out there without knowing if that human is still there. Please just stay calm and wait.
The crowd started whispering again. Not wanting them to wait any longer, Napstablook made himself felt.
Hello.
Oh, you're back. Is it safe? Is everything good? Where's Frisk?
I'm here.
Oh, my child.
Toriel came rushing out of the crowd, directly towards Frisk. She swung her arms around them, hugging them tightly. They hid their face in the warm fur and held on to her.
Are you all right, Frisk? Is everybody unharmed? My child, you are covered in blood and dust? What has happened? Are you hurt? Here, let me heal you. Where is Monster Kid?
Frisk didn't answer. Napstablook had already started looking for Metaton, while being overwhelmed with questions.
Frisk?
So sorry, Mom.
What are you sorry about, my dear? You have saved us all.
I didn't save anyone.
What do you mean by that?
Monster Kid, he's He's gone, and it's my fault.
I am terribly sorry, my dear. So incredibly sorry. I am sure it was not your fault. Everything is all right. I am here now.
Toriel held them even tighter as they started sobbing and finally let it all out. The shock was gone. So were Monster Kid and Nemesis. Forever. After a good while, Elphys approached them.
Can I interrupt for a second? What is it, Alphys? I am afraid Frisk is not in the best mood to answer questions at the moment.
Oh, that's fine. I was just wondering if, or when we can, go back home. The people are getting really impatient, and everyone just wants to, just go back home now.
Frisk nodded, not looking up.
So it's all safe? You got rid of that human?
They nodded again.
Hey, that's great. I can't wait to go home. Hey, Undyne!
She walked off, and Undyne told everyone that they could leave. Frisk let go of Toriel and looked her in the eyes.
Thank you, Mom. I don't know what I would have done if it wouldn't have worked. If you were still...
Do not worry. Again, I am here now. Everything will be alright as soon as we are home. Are you ready?
Let's go home.